Hey y'all, this is the last story. This is Benjamin Dixon making a plea on why people should leave TYT. I guess TYT already had a big subscriber exodus, and now Benjamin Dixon used to be on TYT. He ain't on there no more. Yeah, I think he used to get paid by them too. Yeah, everybody left because they said TYT is supposedly moving to the right, appealing to the right wing, which, a big platform like that in today's political climate where everybody is a clout chaser to a certain extent, like everybody, whether it's on Twitter, YouTube, fucking hell, what up, or Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, whatever the fuck, like wherever the soup is hot, more people will fling to that side. Like TYT, like when the Bernie movement started, they was all 10 toes down on that, man. The anti-Trump stuff when Trump won, the loser Donald segments. I remember all that shit. Like I used to watch TYT. And then 2020 told people to vote for Biden. We go push them off, and then I didn't vote for Biden, but some people probably did, and Holy knows and did, and then now Trump won, and so yeah, I'm gonna quit talking and play the video and pause in between. Like, I think this shit is corny to me. Like, I think okay, I'm a hypocrite. I'm talking about it, but again, like Benjamin Dixon has way more of a following than my little petty channel or network has. So, like, but hey, here we go.
Happy with me, and everyone will hear exactly what they want to hear. Criminals are great. I love criminals. We should let all of them out of prison, and we should, allow them to terrorize working class people when they're trying to get to work. And that's actually going to make everybody's lives better. So
yeah, and let me do the other half.
If that's going to make everyone happy, then fine. Okay, I give up. I give up. Okay, criminals are great unless they're white. If they're white, we should put them in prison for the rest of their lives.
Oh my God, if they're right wing, life sentence. Okay, anyways, so I know, how dare we be principled? We should be unfair to the right. I know. We should be unfair to fellow Americans. I know. So
lawmakers, this is a small group of activists who like to bully, who like to go to city council meetings, who like to go to various rallies and essentially be loud, be threatening, be aggressive until they get their way. And for far too long, the Democratic Party has been terrified of these little mobs of people, these little mobs of activists, and have basically just carried out what these activists want. And I just think that they need to be a little smarter.
What activists is she talking about, though? Was she talking about the ones like, wait a minute, the Ukraine? I remember when the United States perpetrated the Ukraine-Russia war. She talking about that? Like, she could be talking a lot of stuff. Palestine, like, oh God.
Then falling prey to the whims of various activist groups because they are not representative of the majority of Americans.
In reality, we're talking about individuals whose politics is mostly based on, some fringe issue or some cultural issue that they have. It's not just that they care about that issue, it's that they've taken that issue and they've made it part of their identity, the core of who they are. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like what you would expect from religious zealots, and so there's a fundamentalism involved in the way that they treat these issues. And to be honest, I just don't really care to collaborate with any other leftist ever again at this point.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at, because
it's a difference between what she's saying and I'm saying. She's talking about the leftists that smeared her for saying don't call her a birthing person and all that shit. On that account, when I said the left, I mean like the left that just people that so-called left that just like to just like to do purity tests. Like the left is not an echo chamber. Like my reasoning is more justified than hers. So yeah.
Because they come on the show, they build a name for themselves, and then they build a bigger name for themselves, trashing us as if they don't know who we are, as if they haven't worked with us, they don't know what our actual political values are.
Well, Anna, I have worked with TYT, and to be certain, I worked with you for such a brief period of time that you all can't take any credit for my success or whatever measure of success that I may have. I think you all could check your books. I think I made maybe what, $3,000 off of you throughout the entire time that we knew each other. I want to talk to you, the audience, and I want to share with you why I would put such a video together. And honestly, this is just the beginning of the video. That was 2 minutes of Cenk and Anna making the case for why my good brother, Mayor Mondale Robinson, quit live on air on this channel, left TYT. I left TYT many years ago for reasons that had nothing to do with their politics, because their politics at the time were spot on. Back around 2020, absolutely, that was the place to be. And I was happy to be there, with the exception of some contractual.
Well, 2020, when TYT basically caved to Biden, no, that was not a place to be. Like, TYT in 2015, 2016, that was the place to be. But, hey, Democrats, they want healthcare, guys.
Issues that are neither here nor there, right? But I was a fan of TYT. And quite honestly, I still absolutely am a fan and a brother and a comrade and a colleague of Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Solidarity, my brother. John Iadarola. I can't wait till we get a chance to review some movies when things settle down and we don't have fascism knocking at the door. JR, absolutely loved working with him. I've been a fan of JR since like two.
Yeah, I like JR too. John, he all right. Yeah, I don't have no problem with those guys. I used to listen to them more than listen to Jack Allen, to be honest with you. But hey, I let him continue.
2008, when I first discovered TYT. Their producer, Brett, absolutely love that brother. So many people over there that I have great respect and admiration for. So you might ask, why would I put this type of video together? Because I know a lot of people have not been able to pay as much attention to the details as we have. For the past 2 years in particular, I have personally observed the rightward shift away from the very principles and policies that made me admire the stance that they were taking at.
Hey, you could say TYT had a rightward shift when they took that Jeff and Katzenberg cash, Ben, Pastor Ben, because somebody that worked for TYT said allegedly that when they got that money, they was told to move more to the center. So, yeah, the last 2 years, you got the Katzenberg cash win 2018, 17, 18, I forgot, but yeah, it started way before 2 years ago, bro.
At TYT at the time, I've seen a shift, not in the entire company, but in the two leaders, Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian, as you've seen in just the first few minutes of this video. And I have so many more examples to give you. I ask that you buckle up and give me your attention for as long as you can give it. If you need to come back and watch the rest of it, please do that, because I am going to make a case, and the case deserves and requires receipts. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Based on everything that I have seen, based on everything that I have observed, based on just the few receipts that I have in this video, I can confidently say without any hesitation, any reservation, and without any guilt that yes, you should leave TYT. You should unsubscribe from their channel. If you are a member.
I'm late. You're late, Brian. I stopped watching TYT back in 2020, bro. Like, yeah. But I thank God I discovered RBN in 2021. Like, Savvy Saps. Like, you know, I stopped watching Cal Kalinske too. I still watch him every now and then just see what the fuck he talking about. Because Cal Kalinske is like the most, out of all of the, PMC left, he kind of like the most calculated one, he tried to play both sides, that book, try to be a far leftist, but, Joe Biden is better than Trump, but, yeah, you should stop watching TYT, because TYT on the Majority Report, David Pakman, Brian Tyler Cohen, hell, all these other bread tube motherfuckers that's making lots of money off this shit. Like, which most of them are grifters. I hate to say that. I don't really think this guy's a grifter, but I don't know him like that. Like, I used to listen to his podcast like over a year, 2019, and then 2020 he did the vote Biden, push him left thing, and I was like, I don't want to hear that shit no more. Yeah, you need to unsubscribe for all of these fucking bread tubes, man. You need to watch the RBNs, the Due Distances, the fucking Harlan's Medias. Like, those are the fucking channels you need to be listening to. Because they're not bullshitting you. See, TYT, all these other ones just gaslighting motherfuckers. That's what's going on. And that's why they lost 20,000 subscribers. And that's why David Pakman lost 10,000 subscribers. And other bread tubers too, so.
You should cancel your membership. Why? Because we are absolutely at a time in American history where we do not need people who ostensibly represent the left, people who ostensibly represent progressivism, and certainly don't need people who speak on behalf of black issues only to start wavering at this point in history when we know without a shadow of a doubt who Donald Trump is, what MAGA is, what fascism is, and where we are on the scale of fascism, where we are in the progression towards a full total.
Now, this is why I have to separate from Pastor Ben. Like, I know you're not gonna watch me because I'm irrelevant. I know that, but maybe you might come across me in the future, you know. But fascism already here, Pastor. So it's been here, bro. The cop cities, that's fascism. You know, look what they doing. Look what they did to Breonna Boston. All because she said delay, deny, depose. You guys are next. Now, I don't agree with her saying that to those phone reps because they just doing their jobs, I guess. She's basically airing that out to the CEOs, obviously. Like, I know what she's doing, but that's not violent speech, and they got her on house arrest, and she can only go out once a week, and all that shit. Like fascism here, bro. Like, I've been hearing you saying that shit for like a while now. Like, Donald Trump did not start fascism. Like, you late, bro. Like, I know you college educated, you talk articulated well, like, you know, you're a professional podcaster. Like, that's what people like in podcasting. They like that. I'm not professional, I'm not organized, and I know what the fuck going on in the world. Like, you can't say fascism not here and they building cop cities all over this fucking country. And this is why me and Tyra Peasant been saying, like, we gonna become Gaza, bro. Like, they gonna have us in concentration camp, bro. Open air prison, bro. I wouldn't say open air, but prison, like, yeah. Like we gonna become Gaza before it all said and done. Like, shit's gonna hit the fan. With Trump in there or not. So, I continue. I let him continue.
Totalitarian state that is at the service of MAGA and Donald Trump. What we must have right now.
I hate to pause it again. The result of Trump is a systematic issue. People probably became MAGA, not the extreme MAGA. I ain't talking about them fucking lunatics. They're just lunatics. If you're extreme, see, it's different between a person that votes for Trump and then the people that just cuddle Trump's ball sack and praise him like he's a God king or some shit. People vote on their pocketbooks, and Joe Biden did not make the pocketbooks bigger or make it, you know, sustainable. So yeah, we'll try to fascist. Well, Benjamin Dixon called him fascist. We'll try to fascist out again. So yeah, a lot of people in America just want to fucking survive, bro. Like, you know, if we really like just talk to people, that's why I say us as, you know, the real left. That's why we need to go out and talk to people on the ground. Like, you know, yeah, we talk to each other online, but we agree with each other all the time. Like, you know, like, nothing ain't gonna move. You know, you gotta go out there and throw out opinions to people. You see what I'm saying? So Yeah, I hate to pause it like that, but yeah.
Are media institutions that have no fear and no reservation calling out and standing up against MAGA instead of equivocating and instead of trying to convince themselves and others that maybe MAGA really isn't as bad as they literally say they are, as what they have outlined in Project 2025, as what they have stated they wanted to do to every marginalized group